I want to bring up our first speaker. Our first speaker, she hails from California, where it is what 4:02 in the morning. That's
It is.
how early she gets up just to be with you. Now she doesn't have to do that. She is super successful, right? Look at all the things on her screen. She is very successful and very busy, but she took out the time to be here with us today. She is our financial strategist. She helps you make more money, invest more money, whatever you want to do, all things money. She is the person. All right. And she's also a third degree black belt. So she's a very disciplined person. And that is relates to our topic of habits. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to welcome to the stage Leah Garcia. Leah.
Thank you so much, Eric F., King of Collaboration. Well, my name is Leah Garcia, financial strategist, and it is my vision, my crusade to help you properly protect, distribute, and transfer your wealth so you can build that legacy and create generational and multi-generational wealth for your family. And I want to just say happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. You know, he had a dream, and I think that we are here to live that dream today. Well, let's talk about success habits so you can thrive in 2025. I'm going to give you 3 golden nuggets, right? 3 golden nuggets to help you have your growth money mind shift. We have to shift our stinking thinking. We have to upgrade our thinking. It's 2025 now, folks. We got to thrive, right? So what I want to share with you is, you know what? Champions get uncomfortable. I got up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Listen, every week, people tell me, they ask me, Leah, why do you do this? Why are you doing this? Like, do you get business from this? Are they paying you? Like, are you crazy? You know what? I do it. A couple of reasons why. Number one is to get uncomfortable. It is not comfortable to be doing my hair and makeup at this time in the morning, y'all. But I'm doing it because I want to bring value, right? And I want to actually do something that gets me uncomfortable. So what will get you uncomfortable? What is that habit you can create about getting out of your comfort zone? Maybe you get up early. Maybe it's a phone call you need to make. Maybe it's that debt you need to deal with. Ooh, I know that's a tough one. Nothing good happens in comfort. Number two, champions keep the promise they make to themselves. Create the habit of keeping the promises that you make to yourself. Listen, why we have low identity, why we think we're not worthy, why we have low self-esteem is because we can't keep the promises that we make to ourselves. Listen, folks, I am never talking at you. I'm talking to myself as well. Right? We got to keep those promises that we make to ourselves. And when we build that habit, we start to build our self-esteem. We start to build our self-confidence. We start to build our growth money mind shift. And we believe that we're worth more. We actually believe it. And number three, listen, suspend your disbelief. I understand we all have our own mindset. And I say it's a set, but we have to shift it. We have to grow it. I want to challenge you to learn how to play the money game. There are 3 rules of money that probably a lot of people don't know. If you want to know those 3 rules, go onto my visitor box, go onto my website, look at I Decide, and you're going to learn the 3 rules of money. How money compounds, how money grows, and how money gets taxed. We got to learn how to play the game. The rich and wealthy aren't smarter than us. They're not any better than us. They just understand the rules of the game. So we got to build a habit of suspending our disbelief. What if I told you that everything you probably know about money right now is probably wrong? Suspend your disbelief. Be willing to learn. Be willing to grow. And then I want to leave you with this. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, faith is taking the first step. You don't have to see the whole staircase. You just have to take the first step. And I encourage you to take the first step because you know what? I didn't get up at 2 a.m. to give you these nuggets so that you can just listen to it and go off into the sunset. I came here because you're the one in your family. You're the one to change your last name forever. You're the one to buy a house. You're the one to build a legacy. You're the one to build generational wealth. But we got to upgrade our stinking thinking, right? We got to grow our money mind shift. So with that, I hand it back to you, Mr. Eric.
Oh, wow. That was incredible. Unbelievable. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What a great way to start the morning. Wow, this is such a great way to start the morning. Thank you for that TED Talk. We really appreciate it. I love how you ended with that. A lot of people use that as excuse. So I come from a poor family. Like, look, create a rich one. Stop making excuses. Create a rich one, right? Right? You're gonna just blame your ancestors. I mean, you're here right now, right? So I really appreciate that. All right, so let's keep going. Let's keep going. So we're gonna go from California. Let's fly all the way down to Maryland. How's that? Maryland, the East Coast, to a good friend of mine that I was so fortunate to meet in a networking event. You know, it's so funny. She thinks that I blessed her by introducing her to my network, and she doesn't know that she blessed me by being in my network. You see what I mean? Isn't that incredible how that works? Right? She is such a blessing to all of us, and she's the person that will teach you how to build relationships, right? How to maintain your customers, right? It's all about relationships, folks, and she is the best in the business, right? So she's known as a gratitude consultant, all the way from Maryland. Let's welcome Amberly Shreve.
Well, thank you so much, Eric. It is an honor and a pleasure to be here with this platform of wonderful people, Leah, Annie, Zion, and of course, Eric. Um, when we reflect on our habits, the things that we're doing each day, relationship building should be one of those habits. I would love the opportunity to have a conversation with you, enhancing your relationships, learning how to connect with people in a more meaningful way. And you might be thinking, well, I'm not really sure how to do that. And that doesn't work for me. That I don't have room for that in business. Well, you need to make room, because without relationships there is no business. There is no business whatsoever. We build off of each other, believe it or not. um, each one of the people that we are doing business with each day, we are taking little nuggets and little pieces that we can implement into our lives, into our business, and how we can grow and stretch. So connect with me. I would love the opportunity to have a conversation with you, and let's talk about what your relationship building looks like and how I may bless and serve you. So, a couple of tips and tricks for your habits for 2025. Do you have a morning routine? What are you doing to start your day off? If you're rolling out of bed, your hair looks like you have been, I don't even know, through a roller coaster. You're just running to the next thing. You are chasing your tail constantly. Come on, you can do this. We have to have a morning routine. If you're doing your prayers, your devotional, if I do my prayers, devotional, and I make my bed every single morning. That is my routine. Um, Unless something major is happening and I'm not able to do that, you need to have a routine. What are you doing in the morning to plan your day and make sure that you are set and ready? Your goal setting and planning. Where are you? Where do you want to be? And where are you going? If you don't know where you're going, if you get in a car right now and you just randomly, okay, well, I'm just going to go somewhere. You don't even know where you're going. You don't even know what you're doing. You're just going to do circles around the block. You're just going to go around, up and down 95 or wherever you guys live. And you don't even know where you're going. You have to know where you're going and what you're doing. Time management. If you do not block time off for everything that you need to do, including self-care, including making sure that you are expanding your mind, your mindset, your outlook, what are you doing, not only spiritually, physically, mentally, for your business, for your heart, for your family? You guys, it is an all in one. It's not, oh, my business is separate. No, it's not. It is all included in all of your stuff. Everything that you do, it includes your family, it includes your business, it includes who you are. Believe it or not, you guys, it includes all of it. Lifelong learning. Who are you learning from and how are they touching your heart? How are you expanding? How are you continuing your education, not only on yourself, but on your business? Financial discipline. This is so important. If you do not get with Leah and make sure that your money is where it needs to be, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's not going to be successful for you. You need to make sure that you have all of your ducks in a row, physical and mental health. If you are not doing things for your body and for your mind, it is so important that you are taking the steps now to make sure that you are touching in all aspects of your life, to make sure that you are growing and stretching and moving in a positive place, because this world, you guys, this world will take you down. It will eat you alive. You have to be stronger than what is going on. You have to be able to take the steps now to say, I'm sorry, that doesn't align with me. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to attend that, but I appreciate it so much. So please take the steps now, networking and building your relationships. Who are you connecting with? Who are they connecting you to? And are those people the right people in your circle? Make sure that you're intentional with what you're doing. And listen, gratitude and positivity. All of these tips and tricks, all of these things, especially gratitude and positivity, if you are not grateful each day for the things that you have in your life, how in the world are you going to be able to appreciate the gifts that you are going to be given, the people that are going to bless you in your life? Take the steps now and formulate a plan. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time, but work at it. So reach out to me. I would love the opportunity to connect with you. I would love to talk about your life, your future, where you're going, how I can bless and serve you, what we can do together, how we can collaborate. And I'm just so grateful for each and every one of you. Back to you, Eric.
All right, all right. Thank you so much. We are grateful for you as well. What a great message. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I want to let everybody know that we are taking questions. All right, so put your questions in the chat. We're going to take questions soon. Put your questions in the chat. Just start with the word question and then put your question in there. All right. I want to take this opportunity to welcome Michael. Michael Rivers, welcome, welcome. Ifeanyiwa, welcome. Reagan, good to see you. Jeremy, welcome. Paulette, good to see you again. Neka, good to see you. Jeremy, welcome. Let's see. Wow, we have so many people. Adelia, welcome. Mercy, good to see you. Sheila, welcome, Sheila. Good to see you. Blessing. Oh, she's here, I think, twice in a row because I remember her from last week. Welcome. Welcome, Coral from across the pond. Of course, she is here. So welcome, everybody. Put your comments in there so I can shout you out. All right. So let's keep moving to our next speaker. So now we were in Maryland in the East Coast of the United States, and now we're flying all the way to Europe. All right. We are an international group, right? We're flying all the way to Europe to a good friend of mine who introduced me to the world of LinkedIn, right? The world of connecting with people on LinkedIn, right? And he is known to help people, businesses, entrepreneurs, help them become famous online. Yeah, wouldn't you want that, right? He's called the Fame Expert. He's good at this. He's been doing it for a long time, and he has a heart of gold. Heart of gold. He's helped me, and he's helped so many people. So, without further ado, let me send it out to my good friend Eni Osong. The floor is yours.
Happy Monday, people. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. I see there's more people here, Eric, who haven't said a word. They need to comment, right? We need to hear from you so we can welcome you. Now, coming back to our topic, Leah, Amberly, amazing. Amberly, I swear Eric says it all the time, but where are you? You nicked all my tricks. I'm like, she's saying another one, saying another one. Oh, there's another one. Nah, look. The thing, habits are so important, and I've learned that we are our habits. Our habits is how we act, is how we behave, is how we live. So we must take them very seriously. The way we do things is the way we do things. That determines our results. So Annie's had to learn to slowly and progressively stop the bad habits and learn better habits. I was in Zion's room on Friday, and I guess one of the things I've learned, I mentioned there, is that I can't drop a habit and not do anything else in its place. Like for habits, you have to replace them with something better. Otherwise, you just go back to the old behavior, and that's no good for anyone, right? That's pretty much being stuck. Of course, I don't want you to think I've woken up on the 1st of January and thought this is my New Year's resolution. It's not. I've been working on these habits for the last couple of years at least. So I'm better than I was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was a mess, to be honest. My business was a mess. So I'm getting better and better as we go along. So I think this year's habits is that I want to work on. It is what Eric calls it, the success habits of this year. Powerful things that really will move me forward. And I think, maybe I like the idea of just doing 1, 2, or 3 things. Rather than trying to change everything. Oh, I'm going to run 50 marathons this year. I'm not going to run any marathons at all, my friends. I might do more exercise, but I'm not going to do that. Let's not be over the top. Let's not go crazy about what we can and can't do. Let's do the things that we really commit to do. I think my screen's frozen, but I'll go over it. You can still hear me, right? Oh, I'm back again. Excellent. Eric, I'm not on stage. Am I on stage?
Yes, you are. You are.
Okay,
You're frozen, but we can hear you.
Okay, right. Okay, so my frozenness is the problem. I can't see me. That's very weird, right? Okay, my friends. Now, what's Annie gonna work on this year? Oh, so Amberly mentioned relationships, and she couldn't be more true, more correct. The people we spend time with, they determine who we are and what we become. I can do funny dances and you can't see me. Well, you can still hear me, right? So I think, I'm gonna see. I want to say, I want to spend less time with toxic people that drain me, people that don't help me at all. And believe you me, we'll spend a lot of time with some customers that you don't like working with, friends who are not real friends, people who stab you in the back, people who undermine you, people who make you feel like they tolerate you. All those people, sorry, no can do. I'm not spending any more time with you. Don't like it, off you go. It's fine. Jog on is what we say, right? Jog on, But but I'm well aware. Say the flip side of that is I'm going to spend more time with my real friends. I'm going to spend more time with people who do uplift me, people who I do learn from, people who inspire me. Again, this is not a vacuum conversation. This is a real conversation. So the weekend, I want to go and see a couple of my customers and a couple of my LinkedIn friends. It meant driving 5.5 hours up country, but that's how it is, right? I'm saying that I will do more of that. I'll spend more time with my real friends and actually deepen our relationship. That's one of my commitments to myself. I think learn more, earn more is another thing I've learned. So it means I will read more. I will try and learn more. I will do more to improve my knowledge, my skills. And so I've read lots of books already to start the year. I've only read 5 books since Christmas. I'm going to carry on like that. Imagine what I'm going to be like another year. Imagine what I'm going to be like. Last I'll say, my friends, is self-care. I will spend more time doing what makes me happy. I will learn to rest more. I'll learn to work more, optimize any rather than tired any. So that's my 3 I would say I'm going to do, and I commit to doing. I will do them. Thank you so much, Eric. So let me restart my computer whilst we listen to you and Mr. Zion. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We heard you loud and clear. Thank you so much. Great points, as usual. Great points. All right, so we're going to keep it moving. I see some questions. That's awesome. Keep putting those questions in there. Putting those questions in there. All right, welcome. Let's see, Chidinma, welcome. Leslie, good to see you. Welcome to our call this morning. All right, so a couple of points. Now, when I thought about this topic, honestly, I thought about like 10 different points I can share with you. But I once heard that, when you give too much information, You confuse people, and a confused mind does nothing, right? So if I gave you 10 points, chances are you're like, it's a lie. I'll get to it later. So guess what? I'm going to give you two. But these two are two that changed my life. These two are two that changed my family, my children's lives. These two will change my unborn grandchildren's lives. You get it? They're not here yet. But what I've done because of these habits will change their life before they even get here. That's the power of these two things I'm about to tell you. All right. You've heard it before, but I'm going to tell it to you in a different way. All right. So the first one is this. A lot of you, and me included, we want more in life. We want to be successful. We want to build a big business. We want more money. So we focus on that. We focus on money. Who can I talk to today that will buy from me? That's how most people think every day, right? Let me go online and see if I can get somebody. I can get a sale, right? And now here's the problem with that. People only pay you if the value you give them is more than the cost of what they're paying, right? So if it's something is $5, right? I'll only buy it if it's worth more than $5 to me. So here's the deal. Instead of focusing on how can I get someone a sale or how can I make money, focus on building the friendship, right? Make new friends. There's a guy that called me, I don't know, maybe about a year ago, and he said, Eric, it's a good friend of mine. He said, I started this business and I want to find out from you, how do you get a lot of people to come into a call? Like you're good at that, Eric. Like I need a lot of people to come into the call on Saturday. And it was Thursday. I said, you need a lot of people to come onto your call in 2 days. He said, yeah. Can we get like 50, 60? I said, not if you haven't built a community of people, not if you haven't built friendships. People won't just jump on your call because it's important to you, right? They won't do that. So if you have built relationships with people, if you have built friendships, then guess what? They will help you get people on the call. He said, wow, I never looked at it that way. I said, that's why I'm here, to help you look at it that way, right? So I want to implore you all to focus this year on making new friends every day. Making new friends, get to know people every day. Help them get to where they want to go. When you do that, then they'll be interested in hearing what you have to say, right? Money comes from people, right? People spend so many hours tweaking their website. Eric, maybe it's my brand colors. No, it's not your brand colors. You need to talk to people and get to know people, right? But I have 100,000 followers. How many of them know you though? Did you meet with any of them one-to-one, right? So one of the reasons why I have these people, the 1, 2, 3, 4 people that are here with me today, they're not the average people. They're all excellent at building relationships. They're all excellent at getting to know people, making friends. Your personality has a lot to do with it too. If you have a horrible personality, you may want to change that. You know what I mean? So that's the first thing I want to talk about. Simply make more friends. Genuine friendships. Okay. Number two is this. So some of you may have heard of a guy by the name of Napoleon Hill. He wrote a book, Think and Grow Rich. Okay, one of my favorite books. I think everybody in the world should read that book. My sons read it when they were 12, 13, 14, right? So Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. I'm not going to get into the book because that's not the point, but the point is this. Napoleon Hill's best friend was a guy by the name of W. Clement Stone. W. Clement Stone. He was basically a billionaire in today's money, right? Billionaire. He owned an insurance company. And his insurance company was in a high-rise building. So He used to take the elevator all the way to the top. And he used to say these 3 words every day, about 100 times a day. And he required all his staff to say these words at least 10 times while they're at work. These are the words. Take this down for your notes. Do it now. Do it now. When people see him in the elevator, they're like, do it now. He'll be like, do it now. They see him walking on the street, do it now, do it now. Why did he say that? Because he realized after training a lot of people that the number one reason people don't succeed in life is not because they can't find opportunity. It's because they don't do what they're supposed to do right away. They have no sense of urgency. Do it now. And this changed my life, folks. I see an opportunity, I jump on it. I figure it out as I go. I see another, I jump on. Now, I don't take every opportunity. I mean, I see a lot that I don't do anything. I don't want to work with that at all. But when you have an idea, some of you right now say, well, this is going to be my best year ever. And you're going to pray to God to give you an opportunity. And then God's going to send someone like you, like my finances are on shambles. And then you're going to hear Leah. And Leah says, pick up my ebook. And you're going to say, I'll do that someday. I'll do it someday. And that affects you. It affects your family. It affects your generations. So do it now. That is my tip for you for this year. Do it now. You see something, it looks good. You don't have all the answers. Do it now. All right. Make it a habit. The more you do it, the faster you'll achieve your goals. All right. So that's what I want to share with you guys today. Those 2 points. Again, they can change your life if you let it. It can change your life. All right. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. Our next speaker, thank you so much, Annie. Thank you so much. You know, before I built a community, I used to just speak into the air and clap for myself. Now some people actually clap for me. I started a group in Maryland. I rented this hotel, this conference room, $250. I had all these pens and paper and water, and I was there and nobody showed up. And I just gave my own presentation and gave myself a round of applause. Eric, you're awesome, man. until they started coming in, Amberly and all different people started coming in. So do it now. That's right, Jeremy. Do it now. Ardelia, do it now. Annie, do it now. Chidima, do it now. Absolutely. Let's keep going. Now, I may have left the best for last. Yes. So this speaker, now we're going, I'm in Virginia. Now we're going all the way to Nigeria and West Africa to hear from a gentleman that, look, he's known all over the world for something very simple but profound, and that's positivity. And I didn't even rehearse that. That just came. Profound positivity. You get it. Anyway, it's simple and profound, right? He will help you see your life in a way you've never seen it before. He will help you take situations that you think are situations that are not too pleasurable, not too fun, but he'll switch it for you, and you're like, wow, I see the good in this, right? I've been working with him for a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Mr. Positive Energy, Zion Anaguru. The floor is yours.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Eric, Leah, Ambali, and Annie. It's so good to be here. It's always a privilege. Sorry, guys. My camera is off right now because there's a bit of technical issue at the background, but that doesn't stop us from doing what we need to do. We are here, and it's so good to see everybody join us from all over the world. It has been a powerful topic so far, and I love the fact that we've all spoken about the power of building relationship. And I think I'm going to start with that too, because it's an habit that has changed my life. As you can see, I'm all the way in Nigeria. We have people from all over the world. But here, because of relationship, we all can sit down on the same stage and inspire the world together, talking about the habits and success of habits. Yes, it's very powerful that we have to recognize the power of relationship. Why? Because for me, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter your background. It doesn't matter what you're currently going through right now. Being able to develop that habit of relationship, it's key and is a game changer. It can transform anybody. Like I say, it doesn't matter who you are. Now, when it comes to relationship building habit, one thing that we must make effort to do is investing your time and effort in building relationship. I love what Mr. Eric said earlier. Hosting event, and you think that because you host an event, people are going to come. They will not come. Nobody will show up. You're going to talk to yourself. But when you have a community, that's why I always tell people, don't just have followers. Have people that know you. Most people have followers. People are following them. But how many of those people know you? That's why for me, one of the strategic thing I'm doing this year is to invest my time in the relationship. I've been able to meet people one-on-one. I've been able to book a one-on-one online with people, just having a personal conversation. Now, I'll tell you, when you follow people's posts, go to their events, it doesn't mean you know them. They will not tell you. There are some things people doesn't say on stage. There are many things Mr. Eric will not say on stage. There are many things Leah will not see on stage. There are many things Amberly, Annie, and myself will not see on stage. But when talking to you on a one-on-one basis, we can be able to expose you to that part that you need to know. And that's the reason why it's good to build in a relationship. Invest your time. Don't just connect with people and say, oh, thank you for connecting with me. And that's all there is. Invest your time. Invest effort. Try as much as possible to get to know people. And one way to also build that habit of relationship is active listening. Everybody wants to talk, nobody's listening. Being able to listen to people is very, very powerful. There are many persons who are going through so much right now. All they need is somebody to listen to them. You being there, nurturing that attitude of being able to be a listener to people, it's key in building relationship. And when it comes to mastering the habit of relationship building, one thing I would say again, learn to appreciate people. Learn to appreciate people, learn to support people. As this event is going on right now, there are many persons, I look forward to see certain comments on in the comment section. There are some names I look forward to see, names like Cora, and a few other persons who that they will always be there to support you. So learn to support people. Learn to support people. Be there for people when they need you for events like this. For those persons who are reposting, we say thank you. For those who are commenting, for those who are sharing, for those who are inviting more persons, we say thank you, because the habit of building relationship, I tell you, can only lead to one way, which is success. It always leads to success. And that's the next point and the next habit that I will encourage people to build, because for me, it's all about positivity and having that mindset, not just a mindset, allowing it to become a lifestyle. It's positive affirmations. When I wake up in the morning, I speak into my day. It has become a part of me. Today is blessed. Today is great. Today is wonderful. Everything I do today is successful. I'm going to go out today and conquer today. Speak those words into your life. Because I tell you, the words you speak into your life has the power to transform you. Because they will sink in your subconsciousness and help change your mindset. So you must affirm yourself every day. I affirm myself in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. I do that like it flows. At the beginning, when it comes to habits, it might be difficult at the beginning. But the harder it gets, the simpler it will be. So the more you practice it, the more you give your time, your energy to developing a certain habit, the more you get better at it. So you must be able to affirm yourself every day. And lastly, having a gratitude journal. What is that thing you are grateful for? Don't just think about it. Be able to write it down. In the morning when you wake up, what am I grateful for today? The ability for you to wake up in the morning, it can be your gratitude. The ability for you to have roof over your head can be your gratitude. The ability to know that you will have breakfast to eat this morning can be part of your gratitude. So be intentional about keeping a gratitude journal. I tell you, if you are a grateful person, you will always stay positive. Why? Because you always see the blessings in the midst of the chaos. You always see the light even in the midst of the tunnel. You will always see the message in the midst of the mess. You always see the testament in the midst of the test. So having a gratitude journal is a habit for me I've cultivated over time that has really helped me to stay and remain a positive person. I'm always grateful at all times. When things happen, instead of you seeing me nagging or complaining, no, I choose gratitude. What can I learn from this? What is this teaching me? What just happened right now, it might be a mistake from my part, but what is it teaching me? What am I learning from it? So having a gratitude journal is key. And lastly, when we talk about habit to success, you must understand that we have to take it in an holistic view. When we talk about success, many persons might can just go, oh, making money. It's beyond just making money. It's the totality of who you are. When it comes to your physical success, your emotional success, your spiritual success, your financial success, these are things you have to put in perspective. I just encourage us, I always say this, when you are positive, you are possible. When you are possible, you are positive as well. And in positivity, there's always endless possibilities for you. So whatever you do, make sure you are doing it from a place of a positive mindset because you are unstoppable and you know no boundaries. Thank you so much, Mr. Eric. I yield my back to you.
All right. Wow. Wow. Another TED Talk. That was powerful. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right. So we are going to get to questions. Oh, one thing I wanted to say when you were talking about gratitude, it's funny how every day we're thinking of all the things we need, all the things we don't have. I guess it's just how people think. I was thinking about one time I was in the hospital, and when you're in the hospital, they give you those IVs where they're, putting fluids in your body, and they were doing that for like 2 days. And I asked the doctor, I said, can I just eat something? Like I want to eat something. I want, like real food. He said, you can't do that right now. We have food going into you. And I'm like, oh, if I could just eat them. And then I got home and I couldn't believe that. I said, thank you, God, I can eat with my hand. And we do it every day. And we complain. It's so important to be grateful in life, right? Because you're thinking, this is nothing. I'm just eating. Some people can't eat. They can't eat on their own, or they're not allowed to. So appreciate that, John. Thank you for reminding me about things like that. Like Amberly reminds me about that. I'm around people that remind me about gratitude all the time. It's really had a great effect on my life, and I'm sure a lot of you. All right, so we're going to get to the questions real quick. Paulette says, how do you balance toxic people and good people? So I guess, well, I know how I'm going to answer that, but let's go to Amberly first.
So this is a great question, Paulette. And this can be tricky depending on who the person is, right? So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to have compassion for that person. And I know that sounds very odd, but we really want to have compassion for this person because obviously they are going through several things in their life. They are not quite sure what to do because they are reflecting this behavior on others. In addition to compassion, it really depends on the situation. We may need to limit the behavior, limit the exposure. We may need to just have some separation, and maybe it warrants a conversation as well, if that feels comfortable. So I think there's many different options that you can do, but first and foremost, have compassion for this person because believe it or not, the hurts that they're expressing to you or to others is because hurt people and damaged people damage people. Back to you, Eric.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Annie, I know you put up your hand.
Yeah, it's a hard one. So I think you're very generous, Amberly. I'm not that generous, right? Sorry about that. No. I think it's a serious thing because some people hurt people, and I think they do it by choice. Yes, there might be damage. I agree. I hear you. But there are people who they're just wrong ones. I mean, Eric mentioned you have to be a nice person to do what we're trying to do to achieve any goals in this year and beyond, right? And I think we need to appreciate that some people you can never help. Some people will never change. Yeah, I haven't got time to spend with those people. I really haven't. I'm saying that I'm walking. Yes, I might give you a chance and say, here's what we could do better. But in reality, look, as soon as I realize you're that person, I'm walking because we spend too much time with these toxic people. People who suck our time, they suck our passion, they suck our joy. No, not this year. Sorry, you've had your go. I'm off.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jenny. Go ahead, Leah. Go ahead.
And Amberly, you're so beautiful. We love you for being so wonderful that way. But I'm with Annie. Off with their heads. Listen, we don't have time for that. We just don't have, because what will happen is they will pull us down, right? I mean, think about it. I think of it this way. Somebody that has unhealthy thinking, let's think about it that way, right? It's like a sack that I'm carrying on my back. And then I've got another sack. Like, how many sacks can we carry, of boulders around before we find ourselves drowning too? So that's my 2 cents, Eric.
All right, thank you. All right, if you take nothing away from today, folks, take this. Off with their heads. Go ahead, Everly.
And I just want to be clear. I set very clear boundaries. And if separation is needed, then we are going to separate. I just want to make sure that is very clear. Because
Absolutely.
sometimes separation is needed, and then that's it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, we agree. We agree. And I think Amberly just wants to pray for them so they change, but she's not gonna let them take advantage of her, obviously. It's awesome. Appreciate that. All right. So yeah, let's go on to I think they said it all. Right? They said it all. Thank you so much. Let's go to the next question. Let's see. Coral says, can you share a habit that you have adopted recently that's had a significant positive impact on your success? That's another great question. A habit that you've adopted. Amberly, go ahead.
So I've actually adopted 2. One is not business related. The business related one is time blocking. It took me a little bit to get a routine down. So I would do it a little bit, and then I wasn't that great at it, and then I would do it a little bit more. But time blocking has actually been such a positive aspect in my life and in my business, because I know exactly what I need to do when I need to do it. And I have time for self-care. I have time for my family again. I have time for things that are truly important to me. And secondly, our health journey. My husband and I have been researching just different ways to implement new foods and things into our lives, because it's really that 80-20. I mean, what you're putting into your body really does matter. And it reflects in your energy. It reflects in how you're looking at your day. It has made such a difference in our lives. And I am truly grateful for that.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Go ahead, Annie. I'll come to you in a second. Yeah, sorry. I didn't see your hand.
Sorry, yeah. Sorry, I will yield my place quite happily. Look, I think for me, the thing, maybe my biggest lesson, again, I didn't just learn this yesterday. I've known this for a while. I think it's implementing that's the new thing, really. I think, it's having unshakable confidence.
Right.
Literally, I won't let anyone make me question myself. And I know what I can do. I'm committed to get better at doing what I can do. And with that, sorry, people, I'm not sorry. When I do what I do, you're gonna have to pay me what I'm worth.
Yeah.
If you're not, I'm not gonna work with you. Again, that's life, right? I value myself more, and there are times when I'll take less because I need the money. No, let's say that, like you said, Eric, earlier, it's not about money, it's about serving people. And I'm going to serve you, everything I have, and achieve your goals. I expect to be compensated because I'm that good.
Awesome. Very good. Appreciate that. Drop the mic. All right, Leah, go ahead.
Yeah, one thing I've been really intentional is taking a break during the day, creating some white space in my calendar, time blocking, right? I love all that time blocking, Amberly. That is my jam. But really making some white space in my calendar so that I can really just step away, go for a walk, meditate, pray, read, do something physical sometimes. Sometimes I don't know about you, but I get so lost in it, like I'm just so focused, and then we just end up like this. So that's one thing that I've been doing recently.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you for that. For me, I work with a lot of teams. I have a lot of people that help me do what I do, and one of my habits is recognizing them, recognizing people for what they do. Right, that's important. When I said, I appreciated Amberly for even joining the group, right? Stuff like that. I appreciate these speakers for being here. You have to appreciate the people that are working with you to help you move up in life, right? Because they have their own lives. All of them have their own lives, right? But we're all moving together. So we talk about toxic people. I cut them off. I don't take their heads off, but close. I cut them off. But people, I spend more time focused on recognizing the people around me than focusing on the toxic people. I just don't even worry about them, right? So that's how I would answer that question. Okay, so let's go to our next question. Welcome, Michael. Oh my goodness, we have 200 people. Okay, let's see. We have a lot more people that have joined. Let's see. I don't want to miss anybody. Um, okay, Joma, I think I mentioned you. Welcome. Honor, welcome. Abubakar, welcome. Dr. Amaka, welcome. Let's see. Chidima, good to see you. All right, all right. So if I missed you, it's because we have so many people. Amanda, Harish, good to see you. All right, so let's go to our next question. And by the way, speakers, when you answer this question, let everybody know how they can reach you. Okay, and then I will do the same. Hold on a second, right? My mouse is not working. Okay, hold on. What advice do you have? Okay, all right. So let's go with this. Let's go with this. All right. What advice do you have for someone to stay disciplined in maintaining good habits, even if they don't see immediate results? Yeah, that's good because we almost never see immediate results. Yes. Okay, so let's go with now. We have 10 minutes, so we can do real quick answers. Annie, go ahead.
Look, find a reason for changing this habit of yours. Why are you doing this thing? And find a really buy into it. If you, unless it's important to you, then you won't do it, right? And you have to stick it out. If it's that important, if it's that helpful to your life, it's going to change your life. Remember that every day when you think, no, give up, I stop. Remember that you have to do this for you. If you haven't got that level of motivation, I worry for you.
Awesome.
Um,
How can we reach you?
find me on LinkedIn, my friends. I'll share my profile in the comments. So connect with me. Let's have a conversation. So I'd love to meet all of you. Like I said at the beginning, right?
Awesome. Thank you. Amberly, go ahead.
So I love this question. I myself, I I would say go ahead and write down small goals that you can celebrate yourself as you're going through to be able to maintain these great habits. You guys, this stuff doesn't happen overnight. I mean, come on. Everything takes time. No matter what you're doing in life, everything takes time and you are worth it. So take the time, write things down. If you take an entire month, we're almost at the end of January. If you took the entire month of February and one day you did something towards yourself, your business, whatever it is, and then at the end of the month, you looked at all of the things that you did in maintaining good habits, I mean, come on, you would see such growth in all of that. So take your time, be gentle with yourself, give yourself grace, and just write down what you want to achieve and little wins, and celebrate them. And you can reach me on all the socials. LinkedIn is probably easier since I think a lot of us are already on LinkedIn here. But please reach out to me. I would love to learn how I can bless and serve you. Let's have a conversation. I love to make new friends, and I would love to know a little bit more about you. So back to you, Eric.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Leah, go ahead.
Yeah, those are so many great points here. I come here as a speaker, but I always come here as a student. I've got so many nuggets that I picked up from all the incredible speakers. So what I like to do is I believe that if we ask ourselves better questions, then we will get better answers. And so I like to ask myself, what is the impact of creating this new goal? What is the impact of not doing this? Am I going to get to my goal? Am I going to be able to fit into those jeans or, be able to buy that new car, buy that new house? Like, it's little steps over time. If we focus on getting 1% better every day, in 100 days, we'll be 100% better. It truly is that. It's those little steps every single day. And how you can reach me, you can go to my business box. I'm going to put in the comments below. Please download my free ebook, The Wall of Wealth, and check out my new merch. $1 Million Baby. Is your baby a $1 Million baby? Is your business your $1 Million baby? So that's what I wanted to share. Thank you so much, Mr. Eric. I send it back to you.
All right, thank you so much. All right, do it now. I am buying that what you have on. I'm buying it right after our call. I'm doing it now. All right, hold me to it, guys. Hold me to it. All right. So let's see. Advice that I would give. Read about or watch videos on people that have accomplished a lot, but it took them a while to do it. Right. Right. Ray Kroc talked to probably about 700 business people before one person decided, okay, I'll get a franchise. Okay. Now their franchise is every 10 miles, right? For McDonald's, right? What's his name? Comrade Hilton went bankrupt 3 times before he created Hilton. And now, nobody knows that. They just know Hilton's a successful brand and his grandchildren drive Bentleys all over the place. Right? Right? So yeah, so read about people. I do that. I've read a lot of biographies of people, and I see what they've gone through. So when I'm going through it, I'm like, oh, that's normal. I'm supposed to go through this. It's normal. All right. So by the way, I have something for you all, something big. Okay. So we just created a new community. If you want to be a part of a community where you can share your business, where you can learn, you can create your profile, you can learn about other people, you can get to meet people one-to-one, right? I'm going to be doing a training just for the group every month, and a lot more things. I'm gonna charge for this because this is a lot of value. I'm going to charge every month, but not for the first 100 people. So if you're part of the first 100 people, go to PYBIC, Promote Your Business Inner Circle. So write this down, put it in your iPad, PYBIC, PYBIC.com, Promote Your Business Inner Circle. You can get in right now for free. And when I say free, lifetime free. Lifetime. So if I'm charging $100 a month, in 3 months from now, you're going to be in. Nice. So the people that come in, they're like, wow, this is good stuff. This is worth $100 a month. You can say, yeah, I got it for free. I got it. Right? What did I say? Do it now. Do it now, because you may be the 101 person, and sorry, you got to pay. So PYBIC.com, Promote Your Business Inner Circle, and you can get in right now for free. I wish someone did that for me, but nobody did. So I'm doing it for you all. All right, so we got 5 minutes. Thank you, Leah. Yes, it's worth a round of applause. Absolutely. Yes. And I'm not the only one. Call is part. Actually, she's an administrator there. Latoya is an administrator, right? So I'm not the only one. We work as a team, right? We all work together. We all rise together. All right. So let's see. Maybe we can handle one more question. Welcome, Sheila. We can handle one more question. What is the okay, let's go. Let's keep going. Let's see. Did anybody else ask a question? If you can tell me, because I think did anybody else ask a question? Maybe not. Okay, so let's go with Carl's question then. Okay, hold on 1 second. You answered that one. Okay,
yeah, I saw a couple of good questions.
Yeah, I can't find them anymore. It's just a lot. There's a lot in here now.
Chidinma asked, how do you deal with a narcissistic person?
Okay, let's answer that. Yes. So go ahead. Start. Yeah, go ahead, Annie. How do you deal with narcissistic person?
Okay, so this is a narcissist is a person who's self-interested and tramples all over everyone else, right?
Yes.
I think we have these people around. Is it overconfidence? No. Sometimes it's downright rudeness. I think what we need to do is stand up for ourselves and say, I'm not going to put up with this behavior. Set your boundaries. You be very clear. If you behave like that, we are not working together. And so be very clear what you accept and what you won't. It's for them to go and learn how to how to get help they need.
Please. Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead, Amelie.
Okay, so let me be very clear with a narcissistic person. They only see one road. So you will do yourself a favor and stay clear. And what I mean by that is you stick to your morals, your values. There's no getting upset. It's, well, that no longer works for me, but I appreciate the conversation. And then you move on and you move on. You are not going to negotiate, or, you're going to be in a tangled web. All it's going to do is exhaust you. You do not have time for that, and your energy can go to other things. So I want to be very clear with that. You will get nowhere with this type of person. So you have two choices. You can either entertain the relationship or you can love them from afar. Back to you, Eric.
Absolutely. Thank you. Leah, did you want to share?
Yeah, I would say besides off with their heads, I like to reflect back how they're making me feel. I feel like you don't care about my feelings, or whatever it is that they're doing. And sometimes that awareness, so don't automatically assume that they are falling into that narcissistic category. Maybe it's just that they are just not aware of it. So there you go. Back to you, Mr. Eric.
Awesome. Thank you. We have about 2 minutes left. And, I'll just say something I said in 2 weeks ago at my Bible study class. A lady said there's some of members of her family make her feel bad because of her business. Anytime she goes there, she feels bad. But she thinks that as a Christian, she needs to go there and change their spirit or their soul or whatever. And I said, no. I said, no. If someone is not making you feel good, eliminate them, or let's not say eliminate them from your life, but reduce your association with them. All right. Narcissistic people don't think about you; they think about themselves, and they're going to hurt you in the long run. So you're going to be up, you're going to be up all night thinking, "Oh, why did I let him take advantage of me?" Right? So yeah, just off with their heads. I second that. Off with their heads if they're narcissistic. That's right. That's right. All right. Let's see. All right. So as we close, welcome Spencer. Welcome. Let's see. Ifaniwa, welcome. Let's see who else. Hezbon, welcome. Lanre, welcome. Neka, good to see you. A lot of people. Sheila, good to see you. All right. So if I missed you, it wasn't intentional. We just have people from all over the world. We continue to grow. This call will one day have 1,000 people live. Okay. Mark my word, write it down somewhere, 1,000 people live, right? And then we'll have like 10,000 watching a day. And then we'll go to hundreds of thousands, right? That's just the way it is because we believe in what we do and we help a lot of people, right? So you want to be part of the group, you want to be part of the ride. Jump in to promote your business, Inner Circle, PYBIC. Appreciate everybody. And we will see you same time next week. Happy Martin Luther King Day, everybody. All right. It has been a plum-pleasing pleasure to be here with you today. Take care. Have a great week. Bye-bye, everybody.